Hi guys, thank you so much for watching. In today's video, I want to do a reading method for you that is called the compass. And this is like a very interesting method because we can take a look at a specific area in your life and see how, it is today and how that area will develop in the future. And for today's reading, I thought, okay, I think what you guys are the most interested in is your love life, or like love in general. So I wanna take a look at that today in this reading. And for that, I will ask 4 questions, and let's start with the first one. And the first question is, how is your current situation in love? So let's see. Oh, very interesting. We have the Queen of Swords. So, what does that card tell us about your current love situation? I will explain it. You are this Queen of Swords, you are in this Queen of Swords energy. And that means that when it comes to your love life, when it comes to relationships, you are at a place in your life right now where you are a little distant, and I think it's because you definitely had some negative experiences, in your love life when it comes to relationships. And I think because you kissed so many frogs in the past, or maybe you got very hurt from your partners, or the ones you got to know, or the ones you were dating in the past, that now you're in a state of mind that you're like, you know what, I don't really want to be in love right now. I really don't want to connect with someone right now. I just want to be with myself. And if there would be someone that's maybe like interested in me, I don't think that I would be open for this, So it doesn't mean that you're cold right now, or that you just closed your heart for love or for relationships, or but I think you definitely experienced some negative and very bad things in the past, so that's why now you're like, hey, I need some time off, no dating, no love, no relationships, I need this time for myself. I don't want this right now, and I'm fine with it, So this is the situation I do see here right now. But I also want to take a second deck to have another information. Oh wow, yeah, the fish. So this card definitely confirms what I said before, you definitely do have a lot of feelings, you are a person that has a very, very big heart, because this is what we do see in the card of the fish right here, a lot of feelings, like deep feelings, very, very big heart. And that's what I said before, it's not that you're a cold person right now and that you don't have feelings inside, or that you like closed your heart. That's not the case. But because of the past, because of what happened in the past, you're now at a point where you're like, hey, I don't want it. you know, I really don't want it. I do have a lot of feelings, and normally, like in the cards of the fish, I do feel this energy of flowing, like let the feelings flow, you know. And I guess this is what we all wanna experience in life, you know. We all want to love other people, you know. We want our feeling to flow. We don't want to control our feelings. We don't want to hold back our feelings, you know. We want to let them flow, because this is definitely natural to us, you know, to us human beings. And we want to give love, we want to receive love, and this is this natural cycle, you know. And this is definitely, I think, something that you also want to have in your life. You want to give love but also receive love. But I guess in the past you experienced the opposite, you know. I guess in the past maybe you had relationships or you had connections where you gave a lot of your love and a lot of your feelings, but in return I guess you didn't get that much back, you know. That much love from the other person, that much feelings from the other person, or attention, you know, time, energy, all that. So you didn't really experience that beautiful exchange that you can have with someone, you know, when it comes to love and when it comes to relationships. So as I said, because of all those like negative experiences in the past, you're now at a state where you say, hey, there's definitely a lot of love inside of me. I have a very big heart, and normally I would love to give that love to someone else, but in the past I didn't receive the love that I was giving. So now, you know, maybe also as like a self-protection, you know, you're like, hey, I want to distance myself to love and other people and relationships again. Yeah. Okay. Next question, second question is, what is the next thing that is going to happen in your love life? You know, first of all, with the first question, we took a look at what is your current situation. Oh my goodness. Do you see this? I had the cards in my hand, just like that. And I did this. And they're the lovers. I'm not gonna say anything, but very interesting what we have under this deck here. Okay. Yeah, so second question, let's have a look at yeah, what is going to happen next in your love life. Oh, wow. So, what is happening next? We have the Fool. And the Fool tells us that there's definitely a new beginning, a new start. And this is something I think that's very interesting, because I don't know how to say it, because I don't want to be too personal here, but I will describe it. Okay, I know. Do you know, or do you have people in your life that you were talking to, you know, in the past, and they told you, oh my God, I just recently broke up with my boyfriend or my girlfriend, and I'm so tired of dating, I'm so tired of men, or I'm so tired of women, you know, I'm so tired of relationships right now, I want to be single, you know, I want to have just a great life. Being a single, you know, I want to concentrate on myself. I want to start a new hobby, or I want to, I don't know, learn something new. I want to go on vacation with my, you know, my girls or my boys, you know. And I'm so tired of dating, love, relationships, whatever. And then, like a few days or like a few weeks later, that person has a new relationship or fell in love with someone, you know. And I think this is so funny because it happens a lot. That if you or someone else just really has this feeling of like, oh my God, I had this bad experience and I'm so tired of, you know, anything that is related to love, relationship, or dating or whatnot. And then suddenly, you know, they fell in love with someone, you know. And I think this is definitely the universe, you know, and maybe destiny. And I think that this could also happen to you because with the Fool, as I said, we do see this new beginning, this new start. We do see something new coming up for you next in your love life. And although you do have the feeling right now of like, oh, I don't want to do this, I'm tired of it, I want to distance myself, you know, I just want to focus on myself, I want to, yeah, just be single for the moment. And yeah, then suddenly someone will come into your life and yeah, we do see it here, this new start, this new beginning, this new maybe relationship coming up. But first you would definitely meet someone. Yeah, very interesting. And in this Fool card we also have Aquarius energy, you know, so this could also mean this could also means that this is your sign, or maybe it's the sign of the person you're going to meet in the future. Yeah, the second deck for one more information. Ooh, the Sun. Wow. Okay, this is like an incredible card because with the Sun we do see a lot of things here. The Sun could tell us that it's going to happen in this summer, you know. It's, you know, it's definitely difficult to, like, when you do a reading with the tarot cards or the Lenormand cards, it's definitely not possible to say, hey, this or that is going to happen in 3 days or 3 weeks or in that or this time. It's definitely not possible, you know, because the universe doesn't know time, okay? But we do have cards that could tell us something is going to happen in a specific season, you know. So the Sun tells us, okay, it could maybe happen in the summer, or the lilies maybe could tell us, hey, this is possibly going to happen in the winter time, you know. Or with the Rider, we can see that something is going to happen very fast. Or with the Ship, we can see that, oh, something is going to happen not so fast, you know. Maybe we have to wait like months or years for that to happen, you know. So this is what we could see. But as I said, it's not possible to, you know, tell you, okay, this is going to happen in 7 days or 7 weeks, or, you know, I think you know what I want to tell you. But I also know that a lot of a lot of people wants to hear a specific time frame, at least, you know. So if I do see something here in the cards for you, I will tell this, but keep in mind, you know, that it's not possible to be specific on when something is going to happen, okay? But as I said, the sun could tell us that this new start, this new love, you know, the new person that you're going to get to know will come to you or will come into your life in the summertime. But we also see other things with this card, because the sun also tells us that the things you wished for when it comes to love, or when it comes to being in a relationship, you know, will come true. And I want to go back to the first cards, or the first question here, because especially with the fish, we saw that you do have a big heart, and there's a lot of love that you have to give, you know. But in the past, you maybe experienced that you were the person that was always like giving love, you know, and attention and time, you know, and you didn't receive that back, you know, from your partner or from the one you were dating. You were the person that was always texting first, you know, you were the person that was always planning dates, and, you know, the other person, you know, wasn't really investing in you or investing in that relationship and that connection. And I think that this is something that you really wish for when it comes to love and when it comes to connections and relationship, that the feelings, you know, or anything that you invest, that you give someone, will come back to you. And not because you ask for it, but because the other person naturally wants to give it to you back, you know. And with this card, with the sun, we do see that this is your wish, and that the wish you have will definitely come true with this new person that you're going to meet, you know, maybe in the summertime. And we also see a happy ending here. We do see a lot of happiness, you know, in that connection. Positivity, you know, so you will have, like with this new person that you're going to meet, maybe in the summertime, you will have a lot of beautiful days, you know, a lot of happy days, positive days, you know. I also get this energy of like the same sense of humor, yeah, you know, that you will have a lot of fun together, that you will laugh a lot together. So maybe this is something that's also very important for you when it comes to relationships. And I think that is, like, for me personally, and I love this, I love a lot of things about my relationship and my boyfriend right now, but I think that this is so important that you can laugh together, you know, that you both have the same sense of humor, because I think life can be hard sometimes, you know, life can be exhausting sometimes and very serious sometimes. So if you have someone in your life that you can laugh with and just make fun of, maybe sometimes serious things, it can definitely help, you know, take it a little easier, I guess. So this is definitely something beautiful that we do see here with you and yeah, this new person you're going to meet in the future, and maybe, as I said, in the summertime. So let's go on with this third question. And I think this is also like a very interesting question because it's how does the people in your life are going to react to this? And with this, I mean this that is happening next in your love life. So, how do the people in your life are going to react to this, you know, that you will meet a new person? Oh, we have the Tower. This is interesting. I definitely have to clear this up with the other cards, the other deck. But the first thing I see here is Aries energy. You know, so maybe there's a person in your life, and this could be a friend, this could be a colleague, this could be you know, a relative, your mom, your sister, your brother, uncle, whatever, you know. And this person could maybe be an Aries, you know, or this could also be your sign, you know. You could also be an Aries. Let me know in the comments, you know. So this is the first thing that I do see here, but the Tower has so much more to say, because the Tower always tells us that things are going to change, and that the oh man, I do feel a lot. I do have so much in my head, and it's so hard to put that in words, what I'm feeling right now, or what I have in my head right now with this Tower energy. So let me think about it for a second. As I said, with the Tower, I do see a change. You know, I do see a big shift. Let's say that. I do see a big shift. And the question was, how do the people in your life react to this, or are going to react to this, that you will meet somebody new, you know? And this could be definitely someone that you always wished for, you know, when it comes to love and relationship. So the Tower could mean that the relationship between you and the other persons in your life, or maybe that one specific person, you know, could definitely change because of that. And I will give you an example that happened in my life in the past, and I'm still very, very sad that this happened to me. But I definitely also learned a lesson with this. So I had a good friend in the past, you know, a female friend, and we were very close, you know, and it was like definitely destiny that we met. And yeah, we had a very special and deep connection from the first time, from the first day. And yeah, it was a very, very deep friendship that we had. And when we met, when we got to know each other, I was single and she was single. And as I said, we had a very deep, you know, relationship or friendship in the past for, I would say, 1.5 years. You know, it was super, super deep and super special, and we helped us through very difficult times, you know, so we bonded so quick and so on such a deep level. It was really amazing, and I was so happy and thankful that I got to know this person, you know. And then I met my current boyfriend, and I was single for a very long time, so I was very nervous to go on that first date with him. And I was talking to my friend and I was telling her, oh my God, I can't breathe, you know, I have pain in my stomach. I can't do it. I'm so nervous. I don't know if you can relate to this, you know, but I was so freaking nervous. And I told her, you know what? I'm gonna tell him that I don't want to go. You know, I want to cancel. I'm gonna cancel the date. And my friend was like, no, you're not going to cancel this. You will go on that freaking date. You know? And so I was like, okay, you're right. I'm gonna do this. I can do this, you know? And then I went on that first date and I mean, he's my boyfriend, so you know how it happened or what happened or how it ended. So, and but I took my time with him, and we were dating a lot, and I definitely experienced what I do see for you here. You know, I experienced that that person was always, you know, the person I wished to have in my life as a boyfriend. I never had such a great relationship in my life, you know, and for me, he is really my big happy ending in love. And my friend was still single, you know, I was dating my boyfriend, and then we, you know, started our relationship. And then I noticed that my friend became jealous, you know, because she saw that my boyfriend is such a great man and he has really great manners and, you know, always surprising me with nice things, and he's always thinking about me, you know, he gave me so much attention, and it's such a great person, really. And I think if you do have a friend that, you know, is in a very happy relationship, you should be happy for your friend and you should not be jealous. But in my case, you know, my friend really became jealous, and she started to say things that made me feel very bad, because she was trying to tell me that my boyfriend maybe is cheating on me, because it's a little weird that he's not texting me back instantly when I texted him, you know. And for me, it wasn't a thing, you know. I mean, he was working or he was meeting his friends or whatever. So, you know, for me, it wasn't important that he's like instantly texting back if I'm gonna text him. And, you know, I do have a very strong personality. So for me, it definitely made me feel bad, you know, because for me, I know, or I knew that my boyfriend wasn't cheating or lying to me or whatever. But I was very mad, and I felt terrible because I knew that she's just saying it because she is jealous, you know. And at the end of the day, I ended this friendship because she didn't stop saying bad things about my boyfriend, and that was something that was definitely not okay for me. And I think, yeah, if you do have a friendship, your friend shouldn't be jealous. Your friend should be happy for you that you have a great man or a great a woman in your life, that you're having a happy relationship. So it was a little long, you know, but this is maybe something that could happen to you too, with, you know, maybe one person or more persons in your life that the situation here, you know, that you will find a new boyfriend, or just, you know, have this new beginning, and this is going to be like a great person. It could cause a person, or maybe more persons in your life, to be jealous. And that could cause this big shift in your friendship or relationship. And this is very, very sad, I think, because as I said, as a friend, or as, I don't know, a sister, whatever, you shouldn't be jealous. You should be happy for that person, you know, that their wish comes true, but that's life, I guess. So, and with this Tower energy, as I said, I do see a big shift, a big change in your relationship, but also that the relationship you had in the past is going to break down, you know. And I think it's definitely sad, you know, but at the same time, I think if you do have a friend, or I don't know, another person in your life that is jealous and not happy for you, in this case, maybe that person doesn't belong in your life, you know. So I'll also take those cards. Ooh, wow, we do have the compass. Reading method compass, and now we get the card compass. And yeah, this is definitely confirming what I told you with this Tower energy here, because the compass tells us that the direction that you were going is going to change, you know. So the third question, how do people in your life react to this, you know, react to you getting to know someone new and fall in love with someone, you know, and this could definitely be your happy ending in love life. This could cause this relationship, you know, with that person, or maybe more persons in your life, to change, to shift. And this could cause you to go into different directions, you know. And this could mean that you're going to, yeah, to go separate ways, you know, that this relationship, friendship is going to end. And as I said, it's very, very sad, and I'm still sad about the friendship that ended, you know, in my past. But at the same time, a friend that is jealous, a friend that tries to, you know, tell me things that are not true about my boyfriend, just to force me in some kind of way to break up with my boyfriend. This is definitely not a person that should belong in my life. And I think this is the same what I do see for you here. So last but not least, the fourth question. How is this all going to end? Like, what is the result? Ooh, Four of Pentacles. This is so great. So, because with this card, we do see that the person you will get to know, you know, and the person that you will have this like new beginning, this new start in love. Oh, I forgot what I wanted to say. I'm sorry, because sometimes, you know, I do see a card in this. There's this energy that flows through my body and my head, and I do have so many things that I hear in my head, so sometimes it's just not that easy. So bear with me, I'm so sorry. with the Four of Pentacles, I do see that this new person that you're going to meet, you know, as I said, in the summertime, and that you're going to have this new start in love with, this person will be someone that is very, very important and special to you, you know, and you will hold this person very close to your heart, you know. The same that we do see here, you know, we have this beautiful woman on this card, and she's like holding her purse very, very close to her, also like very close to her heart. So that definitely means that this person you will get to know, as I said, maybe in the summertime, will be someone that's like very emotionally, you know, that will be very close to you. But it would also, it's also going to be the same on his side, you know. This person will be very close, like emotionally to you, but also you will be emotionally very close to him or to her, you know. So this is what I do see here. And with the Four of Pentacles, I also see that you two will be in that energy of like, this person is so important to me, and I cherish that person so much that I can't let go of him or her, you know. Like it's this feeling of like, this is something so special, you know. With this person, I really found the love of my life, you know. I really found, as we saw with the sun, like this happy ending in my love life. So I don't want to lose that person, you know. I don't want to let go of that person. I want to keep that person very close to me, because that person or the connection that we do have is just so special to me, you know. This is what I do see here. And of course I will also take the second deck. Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited. Oh, wow. Look at this card. The last card is the clover, and the clover has two meanings. The first meaning is hope, and the second meaning is luck, you know. Lucky days ahead, luck in love life, you know, and this is definitely and happiness. I also see happiness in here, you know, and this is definitely the result of this reading and what is going to happen in your love life. I mean, with the second question, we saw that the first thing or the next thing that is going to happen in your love life will be that you will have a new person in your life. You know, you will get to know this new person, and there will be the possibility to have a new beginning here, you know, a new relationship coming up. And the result is, and this is what we also saw with the Four of Pentacles, that you know, this connection will be so special to the two of you, you know, and you will cherish that so much. And yeah, and you will also be like so happy in that relationship. You're gonna have a very happy life together. And it's also like a confirmation for the sun, you know, because with that card we also we saw before that, you know, this could be definitely your happy ending. And the clover is definitely like a confirmation for that this is going to be yeah, like a very happy ending, like a happy relationship, and you will be so lucky with that person in your life. And this is something that you definitely deserve, you know, and you should always remember that. You don't deserve people in your life that are jealous. You don't deserve people in your life that, as we saw with the first question, you know, that aren't able or willing to give you the love, the feelings, the time, the intention, you know, that you're giving back. So I'm so happy with this reading, and of course with the end of it. And yeah, you guys, thank you again so much for watching. I hope you like this reading. Maybe you want to see this compass reading method again. Let me know in the comments, and let me also know in the comments what you want to see next, you know. Do you have a question in your mind? You know, you can definitely write it in the comments, and then I'm trying to, you know, put this in the next reading. So again, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you will having a very beautiful day today, and I'm happy to see you next time. Bye!